Good evening, Raider Nation. This is Ollie de Ruyter, the UK commish. Thank you very much for joining us for episode 16 of the Unnamed Raider Show. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Please let us know that you're in the chat. Give us a good evening. I do want to start off with some sad news that we should have addressed on Monday. Unfortunately, Raider Nation has lost one of the great ones this past week. Ricky Ricardo of Ricky's Sports Theatre and Diner. He certainly made home for all of Raider Nation whenever in Oakland for any reason. Very wonderful guy. Certainly some fantastic memories with him. And please, throughout the show, just please put any memories you have of Ricky. So condolences to Tina and the rest of his family. But as Ricky would want us to do, the show must go on. And with that, I bring in my wonderful co-host. Good evening, Tony.
Good evening. Evening, everyone. How we doing?
Good. I would say I'll bring Mitch in, but he seems to have disappeared.
No, we've got thumbs up.
We've got thumbs up. Nope, we got a mic. Right.
It's tinfoil hat show, people, because there's so much stuff to talk about today. Oh, it's that week.
Guys, creepers. I'm tinfoily, but
I'm wearing it today.
Full on rocking it tonight.
I'm wearing the tinfoil hat tonight because it's where do we start? We'll wait for the show to go on, but where do we start?
I hope by the sounds of it, we've started.
Well, yeah, not quite yet. I think there's a fair few people in the chat and the comments that need a hello and howdy doody.
I'll take the tinfoil hat off until we start.
Should we crack on with that then, shall we? Should we do a bit of a roll call and say hello to everyone who's in the chat?
I think that would be a good shout.
Let's quickly run through these then. So we got Kenny first in tonight. Evening, Kenny, how we doing? Stephen McLeod down there. Jed's in. Charles Woodson's BFF. Kev. Giles, new to the show.
Welcome.
Not a name I've recognised from a show previously.
Evening, Giles. Welcome.
Dave's back this week. I think. Oh, look, we got one more just creeping in at the end there. Evening, Peter Williams. How we doing?
No vino tonight, Kenny. No vino.
Is my golden commenter in here? Is my golden commenter?
Not yet. Not as far as I can see.
No Dale tonight. Rock and roll. It is Chiefs week, and you know what? I keep on getting in trouble because my missus gets well annoyed. I shout over the TV. Let's fucking love it! It's Chiefs week.
It's gonna be a war. It's
gonna be a good one. I am pumped for this game. I don't care if you got a tinfoil hat. I don't care who they've got in red. We got JJ. We've got a hell of a team. So I'm good to go. You guys good to go?
Yeah.
My tinfoil hat is on and we're ready. Another new listener. Another.
Just a rule. You can't go introing people when we're just about to cut.
I know.
Were we going to say hello to Damage Inc? Another new name that I've not seen.
Oh, we've got Damage Inc?
That is our Scottish friend who tweeted us earlier asking about the show.
Yep.
I believe. So welcome.
Oh,
welcome
on YouTube's first
also,
time.
Also, I see in there Ed Village dropped in as well again. He snuck in through the back door again.
Watch how you word that
one. Don't mean to cast aspersions or anything.
I've jumped ahead too quickly here. Too excited. We have to do a little bit of administration, gentlemen. Got a show schedule.
Yeah, of course.
Schedule. So this is our Saturday show schedule. It's pretty standard. Try to keep it trim because this is going to be. I actually think the wife has got annoyed. She's already gone. So we've got Chiefs, the rematch. Then into our normal predictions. There's a little segment somewhere in between there. You don't quite get on the schedule yet, Tony, but it's in there. And then we cut to league news.
I'll get on the schedule after tonight.
You'll be on the schedule after tonight. Is that a strong one?
I've got an absolute corker for you tonight.
I'm looking forward to it. Right, rock and roll. So this evening, this weekend.
Tomorrow.
What is it tomorrow?
Technically Monday, isn't it? Yeah.
It's over the weekend period. It's Chiefs week. They come to Vegas. We pissed on their parade, then took a parade round their house last time.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did. And the Chiefs are like, some people pretending this is Super Bowl. Guys, the way you guys are hitting all the headlines at the moment, I haven't heard a Raider talking out like this. To me, it sounds like to the Chiefs, this is their Super Bowl.
Yeah, they cannot wait to get revenge.
I hope this is the only Super Bowl they get to go to this year because we are going to piss on that parade again.
Definitely seems there's a little bit of that going on in KC, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a hoorah. Come on, we just need to keep on pumping ourselves up. To that point, we had Gunther out there with a little bit of a moo on this week, saying, "I don't know how we're going to prepare." Well,
that is the mentality. I think that they've planned that because
I think it's planned.
Put that mentality into the Chiefs because that's apart from us playing incredible football. We've said it before. We were their trap game. They thought they were going to walk all over us, and they didn't. And if we can put that in their heads again,
that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. If we planted that seed, nice tasty W earlier on in the season. Now they've got to overthink this, and I'll come down to my breakdown later. But I love Chiefs Week.
They have fun.
This especially with this squad. So, where do you guys want to get rolling? I've done a lot of talking. Tony, Mitchell, do some talking.
Show us some stats. Let's talk stats.
You want stats?
Yeah. Straight in. Next slide, please.
Get your next slide. Oh, wow. Come on now.
Get your stats out.
Get your stats out.
Get your stats out.
Are you sure you want to see the stats?
Yeah. Whilst you're fumbling around trying to find the stats, evening to Dale, who's now in the chat.
Hey,
it says we're good.
We're good. We're good.
Good stuff.
And Paul Berry as well. So yeah.
Welcome, Paul. Good stuff.
I'm still fumbling, so keep on killing time.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, Kelsey. Oh, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna screw the graphics up, but yeah, Kelsey has been shouting his mouth off this week.
Can't wait for Nick Kwiatkowski to do what he's done the last couple of weeks and say your name ain't on the list. You ain't coming in, and put him on his back.
Yeah. Right. I've got it now. We're good. Yeah, these team stats don't look too good though, guys. I'll be straight with you.
They're not that bad.
They're not that bad because the margins are not horrendous. Now, so points scored, they are a team that is built around an offense that puts points up.
Mm-hmm.
Are we surprised that they beat us there? To be honest, I would say we'll probably be on a par if it wasn't a shitstorm that was going on in we had to run the rock in Cleveland. So I'm still thinking that's damaging our average here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but then again, that is also bumping up our rush yard average. So I think it doesn't do some of the stats good, but yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
it wasn't a good game.
It surprises me that their points allowed, they beat us as well. You'll go double check this, but points allowed, that surprised me, if I'm honest, because they've got a good defense, good enough, but it's pretty porous.
There's a stat line here that I'm looking at that I think solidifies how and why we beat them last time. Their average points scored is 31.8. How many points did they score against us? 32. 32?
Was it
32. 32. Our average points scored is 28.3. How many points did we score against them? 40. So straight away, I'm looking at them numbers, and I think the reason we win in that last game is that our offense absolutely balled out. And then obviously time of possession, when you're balling out, always helps because you get to ball out even more.
Yeah. So that was the other thing. I was trying to find average time of possession. I wasn't going to sit there and do all the maths.
Well, just as a refresher, from the last time we played them, the time of possession, we held the ball for 35 minutes and 18 seconds, and they held it for 24 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yeah. So pass yards again, not surprising. This is nothing surprising. They're okay. Granted, they've got a run attack this year, but I still think that they're a pass first team. They're certainly a pass first team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that run attack only goes left, obviously, but we're just looking at the.
I'm going to get the graphic. I'm going to go and get the graphic. I'm going to put it on the screen.
They're only definitely going left now if Michael Schwartz is out. He's a right tackle, isn't he? Michael Schwartz. I don't even know if I've got his name right. Someone Schwartz.
Yeah.
And Fisher are both of them out. Fisher and Schwartz.
I'm not sure if Fisher's out.
Fisher's not out.
He's not out now. Okay.
Well, they've got two people questionable, but I'm not sure who them two are. I know one's Sammy Watkins. I'm not sure on the other one.
I'll be honest. I didn't do the injury list this week because it's a real bugger's muddle. They don't really report on the kind of the COVID situations and such. What are you saying?
I just looked and his name's Mitchell Schwartz. I managed to get his name wrong, and he's got the same name as me.
He's got the same name.
And I still got it wrong.
It's Latin for Michael, isn't it?
Say again?
It's Latin for Michael, isn't it, Mitchell?
That's not what I tell some people, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm just trying to help.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now.
Yeah, Kev's already showed me the chat. Mitchell Schwartz. Yeah, it is Kev.
Shocking.
How embarrassing.
Obviously, one factor that we have to consider here is this time they got Lev Bell in the backfield as well.
Mm-hmm. Not worried.
I'm not worried from a rushing point of view, but I think he's going to become like a bit of a joker for them this game. Because we didn't see him last time. I don't think he's had a great deal of snaps.
He hasn't. Yeah. I don't think he has. No.
Had a great deal of snaps, and I don't know if that's because he hasn't warranted them, or if that's because Andy Reid was getting him up to date on playbook in the background, ready for their Super Bowl.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they sort of, we all said they picked up Lev Bell as like a knee-jerk reaction to us whooping their ass when we were in their town. So, it wouldn't surprise me if his reaction is, let's keep Bell under wraps, let's train him up and give him a few snaps, and then we'll unleash him properly next time we play them in a couple of weeks, and that way the Raiders can't scheme for him.
Exactly, and that is...
Because they know from that point we're their biggest threat in this West.
And if Lev Bell goes off, like Lev Bell is legit, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's legit. If he goes off, we've got a ball game. And let's not forget, like, without going too far ahead, like, we've had a tough week of preparation. We've had some adversity going on in the facilities.
Do you know that?
Yes, we have. And I'll get
do you know the stat that really stands out on that screen for me is the rush yards allowed and what we've done over the last however many weeks with JJ and
So I think that's because Klee is known for being a good run stop the end, and I think Klee has been playing very well. So it stands out, but I think that's because we're getting the tune out of Klee that we needed to get.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's good, right?
Yeah, but I mean, again, without getting sort of too far ahead of ourselves here, I think 138.4 rushing yards allowed by KC is it's a fairly big stat for us.
Oh, when we've got what is a pretty fucking lethal backfield. Yeah, damn right it is.
Especially when Taco Charlton is out.
Right, Mitch, you want to put that shit back on your head? Have your moment. Take the mic.
Well, I think the first one's pretty obvious. This is the 6th time in the last, I think, 8 years or 10 years that we've played KC after a bye. Again.
Move on.
Tinfoil hats, people.
Not warranting.
The other one is Levitt's Instagram story that was posted. I don't know if any of you guys saw it or any of you guys in the chat saw it. He had a phone call from the Nevada Health Association.
The Nevada Health Association.
Yeah, the Nevada Health Association.
Yeah,
it's been doing the rounds on Twitter, and he had a call from them saying, "We have been reported that you have tested positive for COVID." And fair play to him. He stood up and said, "I have not been tested positive for COVID." And, you know, he explained that he plays for the Raiders. He explained everything that goes on in the facility. He gets tested daily. And they apparently started to get a bit scared when he stood up to them. And they started to panic. And they said, "Well, really, really sorry. Please don't tell anyone we've called you." That was the big line. "Please don't tell anybody we've called you." And then hung up. And he posted that story to his Instagram. And again, tinfoil hats. There's conspiracy there that this has been happening to just, he's not the first person to have it done to him. Don't know how it's going to work, but, you know, I saw someone say it's Andy Reid. I thought, I mean, I'm not going to put my hat on that much, but that's worrying that there's someone contacting people in Nevada about false and non-existent positive test results.
I think the Rebels game got pushed because of a COVID outbreak. So, do I believe that one? I wouldn't fucking put it past them.
It wouldn't even surprise me if it's some stupid ass KC fan sat there in his mustard palace going, "Oh, this would be really funny. Let's pretend we're this and let's do this." You know, I don't know how it works, but.
So have you got more tinfoil, mate? Or is this the thread of that you're trying to hang this on?
There's those couple of points. I could go back to the bit to the bed.
Do you want to put any more flesh on those bones, or are you just going to leave it as weak as that?
Leaving it. I'm leaving it as that.
That's
I could go down the Big Ben route as well about the other week, but we won't.
Well,
we won't go into that.
Well, that's what I was poking you to say. Come on, like that one I get, and
so I'll explain that one then. So the other one was that if anyone noticed, Big Ben Roethlisberger got put on the COVID list last Tuesday. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember. And why is Tony shaking his head already?
Because I just know how animated you were on the virtual. I'm just I'm literally just gonna do that.
Okay. Big Ben Roethlisberger was put onto the COVID list for contact tracing. He then had to pass 5 tests for him to be eligible to play on Sunday. And the news was broken midway through the 6 p.m. or 1 p.m. Eastern games on Red Zone that I was watching. Scott Hansen broke the news that Big Ben has just had his test. It's negative and he was fit to play. Now, don't know if anyone remembers week 3, where Jonathan Abram was on the COVID list through contact tracing, and his 5th day was Sunday, but they said he wasn't eligible to play because that was his 5th day. Whereas when Big Ben was on the COVID list, he was allowed to play from 2 hours before the game when he had a negative test. Something's going on there. NFL want that 8-0 Steelers to have their nice little season because Big Ben's about to retire or die, one of the two. He's about 104 by now.
It's no secret that the NFL offices hate the Raiders. Like every bullshit thing that goes on when it goes to New York during the game, when they, how on earth we got fined so hard, plus forfeited, which is now the term, forfeited our 6th round pick. Yet look at the absolute shitstorm that's gone on in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, there's not been a fine handed out. Now, this is not the conspiracy theory. This is not the tinfoil hat episode, but I am dubious about what's going on here. Whether I'd wear a tinfoil hat, I'm not sure. That's not my thing. It's not what we do. I think that's topical no. So yeah, we're depleted because of COVID. Some would argue, well, the fines came in because we didn't have good protocols, and well, now we're getting what we deserved because we didn't have good protocols. No, it doesn't swing. It doesn't swing. And I think even in Hard Knocks, like Sean McVay was saying, the tests were bullshit. It's pretty widely known. The tests are bullshit. There are far too many false positives in them.
Trent Brown.
And then if you say that if you get a positive, the contact tracing. So, that false negative just ripples through an organization. Now, Klee is sick. He is not well. So it's not a case of he's a false positive, to my understanding. So do we reap what we sow? Is it because our protocols were so bad? So do we deserve everything that we've got? The level-minded person says, maybe. I'm not level-minded. So no, we fucking didn't. We did everything right. You're just screwing us. There's my tinfoil hat.
Get it out. Ollie will wear a tinfoil hat before he says that Derek Carr is his quarterback. I feel like that's
damn right I will. I was wearing one on the virtual tailgate last week.
Yeah, Dale's got it. Like a phenomenal, non-existent roughing the passer call on Ben, which led them to win the game. Like,
I'm gonna ruin the overlays again, but yeah, that one. There we go.
So again, for our audio listeners, well, there's no point reading it, but yeah, that's it. They called the roughing the passer on Ben a few weeks back. He kept their drive alive, and they won as a result of that drive. So
yeah. I will just say, just slightly changing subject. Kenny, Andy Reid was not too busy at Whataburger. However, I know exactly where he was, so stay tuned and you'll find out where he was.
Oh, teaser. Teaser.
Nice.
Dave is a tinfoil hat fashioned by Monty Python. What a
so let's take a little looky-loo at the road so far. Obviously, KC coming off the bye. Hence why we're up on the schedule with them.
Yep.
There's tinfoil.
I've just took it off to put it back on.
So we're coming off a 3-win streak. They're coming off a 0-win streak, guys. A 0-win streak because they had a bye week. So their momentum is gone. As I said before the Bucks game, doesn't matter about that momentum. Like, let it fade off.
So totally chomping at the bit then, waiting to get in on that bye week coming.
Yeah, I was coming to my defense quickly because I knew where you guys were going to go. So they've got a 0-win streak right now. On paper, some may argue there's a 4. I thought for a moment there I'd fucked up the graphic. I thought for a moment. But no, it's all good. That nice big red dot on their side comes from us. I think score-wise, interesting thing that I noticed here, our scoring capabilities are going up. Their scoring capabilities are going down. It's interesting.
Certainly appears that way, yeah.
Against the Jets, to only put 35 on them?
Don't say that too loud because you might be eating crow in 2 weeks when we put up, 18.
No, I'm not saying anything different, but I'm saying KC, who are renowned for having a big offense, they only put 35 on the Jets. There's no other connotations. I'm not talking about it.
I reckon we need 45.
I think Dale's right.
I think Dale might be right there.
Well, we had 52 last week, Dale, so stay tuned.
Hot take central. Hot take central.
We did not have 52 points last week.
We were robbed of 15 points, which
We were robbed. Exactly. Thus,
no,
if I have 2 eggs and Billy takes 1 egg, how many eggs do I have?
52.
You're a fucking moron.
It's like going back to bloody high school maths. Excellent stuff.
High school. Right. So yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. Also, okay, it's probably worthwhile bringing up the head-to-head, because granted, they're no fuck about team. They are a serious, legit team that are coming in, and that one L that they've got has come from us. So don't expect the head-to-heads to look phenomenal. But there are some little subplots in there, right? So the game against the Chargers, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one where Tyrod got murdered, right?
Yes.
So that throws out the whole scheme. That like the preparation. So I'm kind of gonna give them a little bit of a pass. But fundamentally, they had to go to overtime to beat them.
Yes.
Whereas we did not.
We definitely did not.
And that score is not correct.
I was just about to say, I was just about to pick up my schedule.
Wouldn't be an Ollie slide without some time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
but we did not. We took it down to the wire, granted, but that's once they've got Herbert out there. Does anyone, when you think of Herbert, do you think of the old man from Family Guy? Just
Herbert the
whistling
Pervert.
Yeah.
Master.
That's what I just think of, man. That's what I think of, man.
Where did that score even come from?
Was
that our?
No idea. It might have been at the. I'll do a root cause analysis for you, mate.
Thank you.
Okay. Obviously, we lost against the Pats. I'm not sure I trust these scores anymore.
I trust the Donkeys one.
No, Donkeys one's wrong.
I trust the Panthers one as well.
Tell you what, I'm just fucking gonna lose the slide. It's gone. Head to head, they beat everyone that we've played, and we lost 2 that they played 2. And
there you go, Ked's got it. That's the Tampa score. Yes.
That's what I thought, and it might have been because I got distracted and didn't go back and drop that column. Watermelon. I apologize, guys. Quality is not good enough here.
I see where you're going with that slide though, because like you said, to beat the Chargers, they had to go to overtime, and then the Panthers game. If the Panthers could have just got like 10 more yards, that field goal's going over, and they're winning that game.
Exactly.
Yeah, that I understand. I know where you're coming from.
So I think that's so they've lost any momentum that they had, in my eyes, and they've had 2 weeks to out-hype themselves, to read all the press clippings, because I've seen a lot of people, especially Kelsey, out there trapping off from their organization. A lot of smack on Twitter coming, like Tyreek Hill chatting smack on Twitter. And we're just quietly plugging away. And I tell you what, with the amount of people that are not in the facilities right now, that are doing their own conditioning and their own workouts at home, they got a lot of time to pick up their phone and chat shit and run their mouths because they're not out on the practice field.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of smack out there. Whereas other people that should be busy, they rode a fucking bus around our place. Well, we fucking beat you in your fucking house. So what do you expect? We're going to ride the bus around. I don't care if it was a smart Alec driver. You know what? If it was a smart Alec driver that instigated it, fucking good on him. Good on him. Like,
because I've got paranoid enough to having Murph on that he thought exactly what I thought before is that you accidentally repeat stuff that you've heard on other shows without realizing that you've heard it on other shows. But I think this is what they said. We've done exactly what we need to do. Make them think of anything apart from football. And they're sat there worrying about this bus trip. Fine. If you want to spend the next 4 days moaning about that and, oh, you have to ride a bus around the station. Shut up. Shut up. And actually, no, don't shut up. Keep talking. Because the more you're talking about that, the more you ain't practicing. Leave the keys in. We're going to be doing it again in our own stadium this week.
I'm going to say my piece here and kind of set the tone of my view on this game, right? We went in there. We beat their ass fair and square. We did it in their house on our terms. We dominated the clock. We gave them a big fat L and a big fat FU at the same time. When we rode the bus around there and said, "Now go fuck off. We run this division." That is what we did. That has pissed them off and has sat in the back of their mind for how many weeks now? Then they come to our house after a bye week. They never lose after the bye week. Andy Reid never loses after the bye week. They have had everything sitting behind them going, "We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win." But I tell you what, because we fucking pissed them off so much last time, they're going to want to run the score up. They're going to want to do whatever it takes to win first, and then when/if they're winning, they're going to want to run the score up. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to roll everything out. Everything out. The kitchen sink. They are going to play their hand. And you know what that's good for? Having fuck all left. And they may well get the W this weekend. They may well get it. But that comes at a huge detriment long term, because they've got to roll out every single trick pony in the paddock. And that's a little bit of a joke for the donkeys, but they have got to roll everything out this week because it is all on the line. And Kelsey's been trapping off. And they've got everything behind them that says, we win after this. We can't lose to the lowly Raiders. But if they roll everything out, we're not the only people that are watching film. We are not the only ones watching the film.
Indeed. I wanted to make one point about that little tirade you've just gone on. The L.
I'm done now, by the way.
Okay. Done. So we gave them an L and then a massive FU. So that's an L, an F, and a U, which, if you rearrange, makes flu. So we've given them the flu, have we? It's nice. It's a nice topical.
You just show them because, like, the whole counting thing earlier. You're like, I can spell though. I can spell.
I can spell.
Are you a good speller?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Well done, Mitch. Give him a clap.
Thanks.
Dictionary corner coming up top again. Good job. But no, Kenny's got it living rent free in their heads. That is exactly what we've been doing this week. 100%. And I love it because it's like, yeah, you, like I said, you keep worrying about us. We'll worry about our football. You worry about your football.
And that's what it is. We are still on a strong trajectory. Gruden and Mayock are not done yet. They are not done. This is not where they want the team to be. We are just at that point where we are making things work. Like, they had to strip house. We had to put some talent in. Then we had to put some more talent in. We are still on a very strong trajectory. And we still handed out that L.
Yeah.
They haven't said thank you for it yet either. They were little brats about it and went moaning. They can have some more this weekend.
Fair enough. Punch them in the mouth. Like it.
Kick them when they're down, little pricks. Hate the Chiefs.
Or throw a football in their mouth for anyone that saw that video.
Well, I was going to upload it. Shall I upload it and just play it? We'll probably get like kicked off YouTube again.
Yeah, YouTube's going to get the shit fit in it, but
I don't care.
Whilst you're queuing that up, I'm just going to go through the comments. So, Jed, apparently they made a hype video about it. I have not seen said hype video about.
Did they?
I haven't seen that either.
Stephen McLeod's got it. The smacks of uncertainty.
It really does. It's it's making up for something. It's a team that's trying to make
Compensating.
themselves back up because they know that we know how to pull their pants down now.
Yeah.
Those lowly raiders across, formerly across the way near the bay, those lowly raiders pulled their pants down in their house and then drove around it. I love that, man. I love that. You know what? And I hate the way that we said, oh, well, maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I would have come out if I was Chucky and said, yeah, we fucking did a victory lap.
No, I disagree. I think I loved his response to that in the press conference. He was like, yeah, we did kind of do a victory lap around the stadium after the win because the smart aleck bus driver. What a ridiculous question. Next. And I was like, you just play it down. Just play it so cool as if it's like, yeah, we did whatever.
And this is Raider swag that people can't handle, man.
Yeah, it is. That's the word. It's our swagger.
It's swag. So I've got it queued up now. I can play it. So we can probably get kicked off YouTube now.
Hey.
So there's no audio here, so we can probably unmute and talk over it. But this one makes me chuckle. This is a great diamond found by Mitch.
Well, not. I didn't find it. It was on Twitter. Keep your eye on 24.
Look at Abram. Look at Abram here in the middle of the field. Picks up the ball. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you again. Fuck you. That guy's got no clue. Bob. Love it. Love it.
It's like his personality. It's like you can't pretend to be that kind of guy. Like little stuff like, that hit he had the other week and his helmet was slightly off. So he knew he could take his helmet off to put it back on. But he didn't just pull the side down that was hanging off. He took the helmet off to get in someone's grill and be like, yeah, I hit you that hard. My helmet came off.
He's a Raider. And I tell you what, that is what New York hates. That is what any zebra hates. That's what the rest of the freaking NFL hates. But you know what? We don't care. We don't care.
There was a conversation on Twitter about this, and I strongly disagreed with the person that posted it. But people were basically moaning about Abram, saying that the reason we didn't want Burfict is the same reason we shouldn't want Abram, which again disagree with massively. Like they said, it was his fault that Isaiah Johnson got ejected the other week, and I was like, no, it wasn't. That was his own fault. Look at it smartly. He started that. Abram started that confrontation by pushing whoever it was there at their number 81. Can't remember his name. Now, he didn't get ejected or even get flagged. He's pushed him and he wound him up and he just did that and walked off and he got ejected because he retaliated. And it's those little things that Abram does so well. He just knows how to get into people's heads and I absolutely love it. As long as he can keep the flags off the field for him and make them get thrown for other people.
Yeah. Well, it's always the guy that retaliates that gets the flag. So, yeah, it's great.
Now, I'm just going to do a real quick plug. It is related. It's not complete sidebar. We've had a couple messages come in. I'm really sorry. Today's not been a good day to me. I haven't queued these up. Apologies. But we do have the facility to head on over. You can head on over to silverandblackuk.com/record. And we'll try and get your comments on, like last week we had, this week, Monday, we had Kevin McGilvery from Scotland on. So please just, record us up a message. You've got 90 seconds. Leave us a message. We'd love to get your input on this as well. The little snippets that you see from around the league and game takes. It's a show for you guys. So we love you.
Or if you want to take a leaf out of Tony's book, just anything, absolutely anything you want to talk about. As irrelevant as you want.
We need contributors to Tony's irrelevant news.
Guest spots. Kenny's got it. Yeah, Abram teabagging Tyreek Hill in KC. That was another thing he did. Could have got a taunting penalty for that, but he stayed there long enough to let Tyreek Hill know I'm on top of you and I've done this, but not long enough that the officials are going to go, have some yellow laundry. He knows.
There is a fine line there.
Yeah. Psychological warfare at its finest, and he's nailed it.
He will start picking up fines because things like that ball. That's the reason I haven't shared that one much further. Pictures of the teabagging. They get out there on social media. Let's not forget those people in New York have got social media, and that's the kind of thing that sways a 50-50. They go, yeah, but this guy's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
We love him, right? We love him for that, but they think it's not classy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. That's what's great about it.
No, that's it. It's so good. Another new listener, I think. Alex from Arizona. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Alex from Phoenix, Arizona. Almost 2 years ago since Silver and Black UK traveled out to Arizona. Alex was one of the guys that helped put everything together. We had an absolute blast out there. Alex, great memories. And if you haven't joined us before on one of the Silver and Black UK group trips, I'm sure there'll be something next year, pending COVID and all of that shenanigans. But we love to take a group out every year, and we previously went to the Blitnikoff Foundation crab feed, and then we catch 2 games, and one of those happened to be in Phoenix, Arizona. We had an awesome time with Raider Nation Arizona. Really, really good memories. All I'm going to say is we all live in a yellow submarine. That's it.
I wasn't there for that one. I had to go to my bloody friend's wedding. How disrespectful of him.
I just caught myself nodding like, yes, we had a great time out there. And I wasn't there.
It was awesome, man. They put on a hell of a party. It was great fun. Even though some people ended up going to the same street name, but in another city in an Uber, which was quite funny. Part of our group, we went in 2 Ubers, got to the end of the freeway, theirs went left, ours went right. We turned up about half an hour later. They turned up, we were like, where'd you go? And they were like, yeah, wrong place.
I don't want to set our viewers up for disappointment or failure, Tony, but if you do manage to come along next year, that could be a very interesting show. I'm going to leave it at that.
We might have to have a discussion about that one.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Right. Let's get back to it.
I think we've lost Tono. He's shell shocked.
Yeah, he's pulling at me. I thought he was frozen.
That rural internet.
That beautiful rural internet. This is Chiefs week, so let's chalk cheese with Steve. Hey, Steve. No, right. Let's talk cheese.
Ollie's gone off the reservation now. Where you gone, buddy?
I don't know, man. I'll have another drink.
Oh,
too much of that, I think. Too much of that.
So, Tony, you've been a little quiet. Some of you just spout off. What are you going to say? What's going on in Tony's mind?
What's going on in my
mind?
Oh,
that's a dangerous question to ask at any given moment, I think.
Wow. Do you know what? It's going to be a difficult one this week, isn't it? I think. I have been quiet because you two have kind of spouted, and it's kind of all of my thoughts have been kind of culminating in what you've been saying. I do think that this has got the hallmarkings of one of those games where we go on a little run. We do this. We seem to do this quite a lot. We go on a little run of a few games, and then all of a sudden, like the critics pipe up and go, "Oh, watch the Raiders, dark horse for the playoffs, or legitimate contender or whatever." Not legitimate contender, but and we go, "Oh, great! Look at all these press clippings," and we come out and we just absolutely flat shit the bed on game day. It's a massive.
Don't make me break out the graphic. Don't make me have to put that on screen. Don't do it. Seriously.
I'm just saying it's
serious.
I'm just saying.
Not that bear much further. I'm not poking that one, like.
I'm not giving you a prediction just yet, unless of course you want a prediction.
No, I don't. No, I'm not ready for that. Especially if I think where your mind is. I need to start convincing you back. Bringing you back to the dark side. Like,
am I wrong though?
Huh?
Am I wrong?
Yes.
I am wrong.
Yes.
I am wrong. Okay. So, I mean, you don't think we have been guilty in the past of reading our own press clippings? And
well, these are facts, but this is a different organization. This is a different team. This is a different city.
Let me take you back to week 2. Week 1, we came out. We went to East Coast. to a Carolina Panthers team with a brand new quarterback who hasn't played in the NFL as a starter for a while, a head coach who's never coached in the NFL before, whole new setup. What happened? JJ comes out, 3 tutties, 3 figures in yards, balled out, and then everyone said, "Oh, that Raiders team looked good." You know, JJ's turning the burners on already. And then we come out and they go, "Oh, but then again, they've got the Saints in week 2 in prime time." So,
this team is built for adversity. And that's why I think this week we are built for adversity. And we've had everything. Like, we've had people out on COVID. We've got still the continual banged up O-line. You know, we've had shitty weather. We've had shitty refs.
COVID.
Record wouldn't say that.
COVID.
Record's got a respectable record. This is a team that is built for adversity. We will ride these waves.
Yeah, the one thing, obviously, the one caveat to what I've just said there is we also appear to be a team that's learning to do whatever it takes to win. We're finding ways to win this year.
Exactly.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And Ollie, adversity is a great word. Good job on that one. I made this comment on the other shows because I thought it was funny, and it hasn't happened yet until Matt's comment. So welcome, Matt, who's late. It's the Raiders again this week. Must-win game. I said the other week. Every week is a must-win game. And
I'm going to bring this comment up because it's my golden commenter. It's my favorite. He's my best bud. Got Dale back in the chat. Evening, Dale.
Pick up Dale.
We have to do something special again to win this one. Exactly.
Every week.
So that's exactly it. We do things special because you know what? We're a special team.
Oh, yes.
We are a special team. So, you know, we have got to do special things. But, you know, you have to do special things against this guy down here because he does special things too. Yeah. He does some real silly shit that works.
You know what I haven't seen him do? You know what I haven't seen him do? I have never seen Kermit the Frog put a cape on and fly through the air like a bird for a first down. So, Derek Carr, 1, Kermit the Frog, 0.
You know, we have to do something special. I get it. We've done it this week, and it's not like we run out of special.
We are not running out of special, are we?
We have got special running backs. We've got special receivers. We've got a special quarterback. Not saying it.
Oh, that was the closest.
I'm not. No. I'm not saying it.
It's such a tease.
Yeah. I'm not saying it, but we have got a special team.
But you're right. No, like everyone said it. Like, you know, you need to go to the East Coast and win. We'll do it. You need to go win in the cold weather in Cleveland. Okay, we'll keep the ball and we'll run it on the ground. KC last time in week 5, you need to air it out. You need to throw the ball deep against. We'll do that, yeah. Like,
keep on giving us our challenges because you know what? We want to win games as much as the other team. So you know what? We'll find a way to get that dub.
Yeah.
Then just the other week again, you need to make 2 plays when your opponents are in the red zone when a touchdown wins them the game. Okay, cool. We can do that. If you're going to throw 2 fades in 2 plays, like the laziest play calling ever. Yeah.
So you know, Gunther, I think Gunther's starting to get it. I think he's worked out how to get this defense working. You know, I'm not going to bash him. Played a great game, great couple of games. They've played well. The players have played well, and Gunther's called a good game. You know, I see the comment in there that's now disparaged. No, here we go. Paul Berry, lights out D, no flags, run the ball. So, although I get you on this point, we need to play lights out D to slow them down. They're a fast team that scores fast. We have to make them. They're not good at long drives. They're not like they don't respond well to being left out on the field. They like to go in and out quick. They're a hooker's best dream. They're in and out and they're gone. that is how they want to play football. They just want to score and get off the field. They're not great at sustaining. And that's all we've got to do is let them sit out there on the field. I know that makes a really tough, you know, it's going to make a hard hard on the old ticker to watch that kind of game, but that's what we need to do. Even if they put up 6 points at the end, it's fine. It will exhaust them. They're so heavily reliant on scoring quick and getting off the field. So I don't think it's a concern of our defense playing lights out. They just got to keep them out there. They've got to keep them out on the field. And then when we get the rock, we sit on it.
Yeah.
And that's what we've shown that we do for our games. We sit on that rock.
They're also not great when playing from behind.
That was a comment I was going to make.
Yeah.
They panic, and then Mahomes starts being very greedy and very selfish.
Yeah.
He starts holding onto the ball, and then he doesn't want to let go of it until someone's 50 yards deep. He won't settle for the check down. He's the opposite of what Carr used to be like. He doesn't want to give it to the running back because he thinks he needs to get 80 yards of play. Tell you what, I'm going to humble brag now because I'm happy I've got one. But on the new Madden game on PS5, that adaptive trigger, you ain't going to be able to press that with Patrick Mahomes when you're losing because he ain't going to want to let go of the ball. That's what's going to happen. So get them points up, make him play from behind, and watch him just go, oh, it's stuck. It won't let go. It's stuck.
He's got to get magical then. And that's what we did. We forced him the last time. We forced him to improvise every play. And that
when
only worked for so long. And this is where I'm talking about kitchen sink.
And then you couple that with the quarterback spy plays. You do
just rewind, and then let Tony say it.
No. You can have that because I stole your comment about whatever it was I stole.
No, but that's it. Like it's like you try and figure out. Okay, so what is a great defensive scheme to stop people improvising? Quarterback spy because he likes to run. Okay, so let's play a quarterback spy and then force him to do the thing that will not work against that play design. And like we said, Arden Key, hats off, my man, because he balled out.
He really did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think
that was scheme as well. It wasn't just a case of Arden Key. That was really scheme, and that was where we saw Gunther starting to go, I kind of understand how to use these guys now.
But it works because Arden Key's arguably the fastest guy on our D line, I think. So
yeah, go along with that.
Makes sense. Put him as the spy, and if Patty does want to try and run to the edge, then Arden Key's got no qualms. I can catch you.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It was so big if both Fisher and Schwartz were out for this game.
Exactly.
We could just load the pressure in.
No, Clee is a problem because Clee pulled out. Now, there was an interview with Max this week, and there was the clip from when Chucky made the phone call and said, "We're picking you," and Chucky said to him when we made the pick for Max, he said, I need someone to get after Mahomes. And then it cuts to the scene of Max absolutely drilling Mahomes. And, Clee not being in's a big thing, but Max has got a taste now.
Yeah.
Max has worked out how to take that guy down. And exactly how we did that was sitting Key out on that spy, and then Max gets to go to work. I suspect they're going to run Mahomes. When Mahomes rolls out on his designed rollout stuff, none of it's going to be Max's way. None of it. It's all going to be left. No. They're not coming his way because he's going to kill him.
What else we got out there, though?
Back on.
We get Irving back. He was COVID list. So maybe this is a game that Irving steps up and says, this is why the Raiders signed me. And I tell you what, if Irving hits him, he's going to break him too.
Oh, yeah. Sean's commented, and I've just checked. Yeah, Fisher is back. It's only Schwartz is out.
Yeah. Is that Michael? Michael Schwartz, yeah?
Michael Schwartz, yeah.
Michael Schwartz, okay.
So any more kind of discussion, babble, shenazzles?
We know what we're like. We could go on all night.
So let's
I think it's time to.
I think it's time. We move through to our. Can't see. Mike's in the way. I think it's probably time that we now move through to our prediction segment. And I like to just randomly pick one of you.
Are we gonna go in like a big hot take and then the prediction? Or are we gonna go hot takes first, then go random prediction?
You can give your hot take and your prediction at the same time once you got the mic. So, as you wanted to stick your head above the parapet, Mitch, you can go first.
Excellent. I'm fine with that. It's going to be a game, and it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a war. Bye, Tony. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. My hot take is that Tony will return before this. No. It's going to be a war. It's going to be an all. Welcome back. It's going to be an all-out war. Dale, again, he just said it, and I agree with him. He absolutely is right. We need to get 45 points.
Can I stop you? Sorry. Can I stop you before you go? In the chat and the comments, please start putting your score predictions in there. So score prediction, not difference. Give us Raiders this, Chiefs this. Give us your predictions. We want to see them.
And some hot takes, because we all like a funny hot take, don't we? Why not?
We do.
My hot take is going to go on defense. Because I think after the performance last week, I think they've got a morale boost. I think you saw the video of all of our defensive backs having a dance in the facility, warming up for the victory dance in the locker room tomorrow. So I enjoyed that. So because of that, and because Gunther's balling out, I'm going to keep dancing the whole time as well. I think.
You got a disco ball?
I have not got a disco ball, not yet. Pending victory. I think Jeff Heath comes out again and gets at least another interception.
But I don't know. You can't say at least. You got to fix it down. If you're going to say one, you're going to say one. If you're going to say two, you say two.
I'll say one. Because I feel like Patrick Mahomes doesn't like getting picked off too much. And I think that once he gets picked off by Heath once, he no longer throws it to his half of the field. And then my other one, especially with Clee being out, I think the practice squad call-up of Chris Smith, who I keep saying has been balling out for us every single time he comes on the field. He got a sack on Patty last time we played, and I think he gets another one this week. So I'm going to go one pick for Jeff Heath, and I'm going to go one sack for Chris Smith. And a third hot take, you could believe it, if we score and go ahead at any point during the game, we do a ride the bus celebration. That's my hot take. How does that sound, boys? Is that a good triple take?
I like it.
I do.
I just want the last one to be true, to be honest. I'd love a little ride the bus celebration. That'd make my week. And the score...
I see them doing it, if I'm honest.
Yeah. That is not what the confidence we want to hear on this show, are they?
I'm not saying when I think when Kelsey, if Kelsey scores, I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, on his own. No comment. And my score, like I said, it's going to be a high scorer. It's going to be intense. I think the final score will be Raiders 41, Chiefs 38. I think we're going to sweep them. We'll sweep the Chiefs. We'll sweep the West 6-0 this year. And then rely on other people to clean up after us so that we get that number one spot in the AFC West.
Okay. I like it. Tony.
Right. I'm going to give you two hot takes. Not quite as many as Mitch's three, but I'll give you two. I reckon we win this. Whoa! I reckon.
I was hovering over the Chiefs logo as well.
There you are.
You scared me.
I reckon we really in the pre-game.
Yeah.
I reckon we keep it on the ground, and we give them a big dose of the 1-2 punch we've got. So I think hot take wise, combined, our running backs go for 240 yards.
Do you want to be more specific after last time?
4 scores on the ground.
On the ground, 4 scores. My hot take is going to be near related to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
bet-
it's good to know that.
I bet you're not going to have a hot take this close to my second hot take.
Well, I'm getting a feeling I might now.
All right. Either, because you've got under their skin so much, either Kelsey or Hill. Ejected.
Oh no, I was nowhere near that.
Oh, we like that.
One of them. Kelsey
Love
or yeah, Kelsey or Hill. Early shower. Possibly both of them, which would be great.
Together.
Yeah.
Together, quite possibly, yeah. Yeah. But no, I think Abram's done enough to get under the skin of Hill, and I think he can easily get under the skin of Kelsey. We've seen Kelsey before get hot under the collar and just implode. So, and throw his towel at the officials.
Go on, Em. Go on, Em. Put me out of my misery because you scared me earlier. Thought you might do it. I don't know if I can look at you when you say this. Who you got?
All right.
What's the score?
Honestly, we're on a 3-game win streak at the moment, and press have come out. Everyone said, we're legitimate contenders.
Spit it out.
So 36, 35, Raiders.
Yes, that's my man.
Let's
Oh,
go.
I thought you were going to make me pull that. The bad thing is, right, because I was a badly prepared man who made errors in the slides and missed whole slides, and I didn't even do the Chiefs overlay for that. Then you go, oh, Ollie, you need to get it done. You need to get it done. You need to get it done. And I really got under my skin. I was like, no, I think. And then you come on the show and you say that, and you're like, you line me up. You line me up. Kudos to you, man.
I do this. I do this a lot. This is my thing.
That was not nice, man. Don't
Sorry.
Come back up here. Come back up here.
Oh,
I can't wait to get to these comments. There's some great.
All right, so I want to take a
there.
look through it. Let's take a look at some of these scores.
Paul Berry's
got?
winning the most outlandish one for me.
So we have got Dale. I need a score from you, please. Not just 45. I need a score. We got Dave from Arizona. I think that was right. I think you said you were from Arizona too. 22-17.
Low scoring affair.
Low scoring. Oh, Mr. Vila, 31-24. What color code is that, Tony? Color is that?
that is
Navy
cerise.
red again.
It's a
No,
cerise.
That's cerise. That is.
Not
Cerise,
navy red
okay.
again.
No, not navy red.
No.
Okay. You got Kenny in here. 35-21 Raiders.
Hot take.
Abram for a double teabag.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stevie's in here. Hot take, just Renfro, full stop. Just legit. You got Renfro'd. He's become a verb. Renfro'd. Stevie, come back in the comments. Let us know what being Renfro'd is. 38-21.
That's got to be a t-shirt idea. Just to have like the definition of the word Renfro'd.
You got Renfro'd.
Yeah. And then like the dictionary description. Love it.
Yeah, I'll get to work. No worries. Okay. Raiders 45, Chiefs 38. See, this is the reason. This guy's my golden commenter. Dale and I think we get on real well. Alex, 34-21. Yeah, I still think it's a little low. Whoa, Paul, come on.
This is where I was saying the most outlandish hot take. He did follow that up with a comment.
Did they eject Kelsey, Hill, Mahomes in warm-ups? Because no.
He's backed that up with a comment. A hot take. Both teams have at least 2 players hit out of the game, and another one saying a hot take. A load of 3 and outs on both sides.
This is definitely going to be a game for the ejection. So Kev, hot take. We knock Mahomes out of the game. Nah. And JJ goes for 150 and 2 tutties, 27-24.
I don't see either team being below 30 points this game.
Neither do I. Sean, no idea on a score. Raiders win in overtime. Overtime?
It's already a 1 a.m. game for us. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I've got meetings in the morning. That's a no.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that. Just need quick running game, please.
I'm noticing a pattern here. I notice a
What-
pattern. Since people are putting scores in the comments, me and Mitch give our score predictions, and then you go, "Let's go to the comments." I reckon you just go through and pick the score that you like the most.
I've done
"This
I
is my
said-
opinion."
I said
I've
this
done
the other week.
fairly
He throws us
consistently.
under the. he
I've
throws
done
us
this
under the-
fairly consistently. Please go and rewatch. I've done it fairly
Outrageous.
consistently.
If he's
I've
if he's
been
not double
cunning.
dipping,
No, it's not double dipping. It's just the case of getting these guys in there. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my hot take. Okay, is that we are going to get 2 picks. I was tempted to say 3. I'm leaning on 3, but I'm gonna go conservative. I'm gonna say 2 picks because I think some shit's gonna go down where we can't get that 3rd pick.
Who gets them?
Because someone's gonna get out of the game.
Not
okay.
part of the hot take, but who gets them? Just out of interest.
See, that's tricky. Now, I'm Heath is one, so I'm with you on that one. Heath is one of those. The other one,
Nick, quick!
that's where I'm going. That is where I'm going. I think it's going to be someone down in the box. I think someone down there is gonna someone's gonna put a mitt up and it's gonna be up for grabs. I think we're gonna get a donation. So that's hot take. Hot take 2. I've only got 2.
Nicholas Morrow. Back on
Could be. It could be. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Morrow's very good at being the guy that puts the ball up in the air. So, hot take 2. Tony, do not get your background ready. I say it once. I say it once only. I'm not going to repeat it. Derek Carr has a rushing touchdown. He is one of those 4 rushing touchdowns.
Excellent stuff. We like that hot take. Bit of faith in the QB.
DC as a rushing touchdown this week. And you know what? That's where your ride the bus celebration is, when DC rushes that one in. So there's my hot take. Right, so my score prediction. Dale, I'm not quite going as far as you, but I'm pretty much on the same lines as you. And I'm actually, Mitch, I'm pretty much the same line as you. I am going Chiefs 38, Raiders 42.
1 point ahead of me, but we like the confidence. Clean sweep on the Raiders.
That's where I'm at, man. I think this is a game where we go out in front first, then
Sorry.
Well, I think we go out in front first, then they take it.
Stevie's just given us the definition of Renfroed, the new verb. For our audio listeners, Renfro runs it from our end zone into theirs. Last score of the game, no flags. You've just been Renfro.
He will get an Oxford Dictionary entry if that's what he pulls off.
So
they are saying that they're going to have get your burger out of here. Oh, get that one out of here too. They are saying that Tyreek Hill is going to be back taking punts this week. Could be interesting.
Yeah, that was the 4th hot take I had on my list that never made it to my picks. Was that Renfro gets his return today, and we get to keep it this time. But that didn't make the cut. Sippy sip.
I like it.
Apparently, drinking time.
I like it.
Right.
Well,
So
I'm a drink.
Well, you need to hurry up about that because it's your segment up next. You look at that, nice healthy water. Mitch only had, sparkling water in his McDonald's cup, not a chocolate milkshake. And Tony pulls out the full fat Coke.
No, it's not full fat Coke.
0 for a hero. Gotcha.
Other colas are available.
I think it is. No, we're going for the endorsements. There's not. Coca-Cola's your only one.
Fair enough.
Plot twist. Guess what's in here?
Right. I think it's good breakdown, good analysis. Love the hot takes. I want to see all of them. Every hot take and scores being right, scores on doors. But now is for the finest segment in podcasting and vlogging and such video inputs. It is none other than Tony's Totally Irrelevant News.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Tony's Totally Irrelevant News. We're going to kick off this week with Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, a recent interview, let slip that he eats pizza without sauce. Who eats pizza without sauce? I mean, to be fair, this is obviously this here is Aaron Donald. Now, quite frankly, Mr. Donald, I'll take my glasses off for this.
You're a wrong un.
Quite frankly, when you look like that, if you want to eat unlubricated dough, that's your business. That's fine. You go. That's all you. Quite frankly, if you want pineapple on that unlubricated dough,
whoa,
you go for it. No, do you know what? Aaron Donald can eat whatever pizza he wants when he looks like that. I'm not going to argue.
But anyone can have pineapple on the pizzas.
No one has a pineapple on a pizza. It's just a dafty idea. Anyway, so moving on from that to the NHL and the Philadelphia Flyers, who have recently. Where have I gone? The Philadelphia Flyers have recently unveiled their new reverse retro uniform for this year. However, plot twist, upon further review, which you can't see because it's under a silver and black logo, it turns out that every NHL team this year has got a reverse retro jersey. So good for everyone on the NHL. Give me 2 seconds. Luke Kim. There we go. Right. Okie doke. Third bit I got for you this week.
That's a pigeon. That's a pigeon.
Why have you brought a pigeon to a pre-game show?
It's a pigeon. Okay, and this is a racing pigeon from Belgium called New Kim, who fetched
New Kim.
Yep. New Kim. 2-year-old racing pigeon from Belgium who fetched at auction a world record $1.8 million.
For a pigeon?
For a pigeon. For a fast pigeon. It's a racing pigeon, so it's fast.
I don't give how fast that pigeon is.
Yeah.
1 point what?
I know. And in an interview following said auction, owner and breeder of New Kim, Kurt van der Valver, I'm sorry if you watch the show and I've butchered your name, so the only thing is they can say is they're in total shock. And I think, quite frankly, you speak on behalf of the rest of the world when you say we're in total shock. $1.8 million for a pigeon. It's insane. It's insane. However, not as insane as my last bit this week. My last bit, which you have seen me furiously put my background together for, is a brand new Whataburger opened up this week. Sorry, no, not Whataburger, In-N-Out Burger. Opened up this week in Aurora, Colorado. The day it opened, people were reportedly queuing for 14 hours to get their food.
Worth
14 hours.
Double animal fries. Boom.
When you look a little bit further into that, what you actually find out is that Andy Reid was first in the queue, and that is how long it took him to get his order in. So this is why Andy Reid could not call in the COVID news, because he was too busy in In-N-Out Burger buying food. So, and anyway, that is literally it from me this week on Irrelevant News. Thank you very much.
Love it. Love it.
Tony.
That is my favourite segment. And I have got to say, it's worth it. 14 hours in a queue.
Alex is on there. Yes,
Double,
with the animal fries.
Everyone, although they are going to have to change their name, because 14 hours, that is hardly in and out, is it? That's in.
In at some point and maybe out. Yeah, Alex is there. Animal fries, double. We know how it goes.
We're not taking orders, guys, but it's nice to know.
Oh, seeing Stephen McLeod there for that kind of money, you just buy a Ferrari. I've got
Possibly faster than the pigeon.
A potential fifth piece of irrelevant news. Shaquille O'Neal's just bought a new car. A Ford F650.
How the hell is he fitting that? Oh, wait, it's an F50.
F650.
650.
I was only aware of the F250 coming out like the other day. Have I missed forecasts?
It's I don't know. It's a 650 apparently, and it's specially built
Is it like a pickup truck that he can sit in the back in like a lazy boy and like has an extra long steering wheel so he can?
Yeah, the front two seats are actually just whole pedals, so he just puts his feet through the back window while he's sat in the truck. And then use as like a piece of string with the front wheels, like the old kids. What are they called?
Go-karts?
The little thing. Yeah, the little soapbox. We'll go with soapbox. That sounds about right.
Pushcart.
Yeah, but you like sit in a box with wheels and you have string on the front wheels and you just go down a hill and there's no brakes. Yeah, that's
cool. Right.
I'm glad we got there eventually, guys.
We got there. No, I love that, Tony. Nice segment. I love the work that you do there.
Thank you very much.
I like irrelevant news and useless facts, so appreciate it.
I am a mind of useless, and irrelevant knowledge.
Nice. Rock and roll. Well, it's past the trade deadline. I think things are pretty quiet out there in the news. Tony's covered off most of the irrelevant stuff. Anything? It's just like, I feel like we should do the segment to address, but
we should add the Q&A to this bit. So send any questions in whilst we discuss.
I don't want to step on toes, but there was a comment in there which we also spoke about that, you know, there is a bit of a haircut theme going on in this show. So it's probably league news. I think it made the front page of NFL.com. It certainly made the front page of ESPN. Is that Justin Herbert looks even younger because he's shaved his hair off. Great.
And now looks like the kid from Making a Murderer.
I've seen nothing in the news.
If you've seen anything in the news that's worth having a little discussion about, or any other questions, pop them in the chat for us while we try and occupy 45 seconds for the chat delay. But Tony might have.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I think that's jigs, but it is entirely relevant. Raiders news that's on the front page.
Raiders breaking news during the show.
That's on the front page of NFL.
No,
let me just double check this. No, it is. It's literally. It's today. It's 24 minutes ago.
Woo! Okay.
I don't know if I can do it though.
Why? Do we need another?
Do it because otherwise people are going to leave the stream to go to see the news.
We need Las Vegas Raiders have no new positive tests in the latest round of COVID testing. The reason I do want to do that is because I did that with the Jets, and then the very next day, but you forced me to do it.
But that was technically not irrelevant news. That was actual news.
I think you look at another. Oh, okay. No, it is on the front page. I was like, do you look at another NFL page? But it's there.
Yeah, NFL 1984.
No,
yes, in 1984, 0 Raiders tested positive for COVID.
19, specifically not COVID-19.
Yeah, see, that's where I was going to catch you out on the caveat that 19 wasn't said.
Yeah.
Sean has asked. Sean, is that a general question or is that a timed question? Sean says, have we signed Vic Beasley yet?
Don't.
Don't sign him?
Is that what Ollie thinks? Don't sign him? Because I've got another question related to this afterwards. So go around the room. Do we sign Vic Beasley? No?
No, you go and get McKinnon.
Short and sweet.
No.
I saw another comment that was made the other day. I believe it was Pat McAfee. JJ Watt is on a $17 million contract and therefore will not probably be traded by the Texans because no one will want to pay him that much money.
For a washed up the end that's broken.
Therefore, he may be being cut at the end of the season, and we are up there with teams who may be interested in having a conversation with him.
No.
No? Not even for like $5 million?
$2 million prove it deal.
$2 million prove it deal. Back-ended, back-loaded contract.
Yeah, got to play every game.
8 sacks. 8 sacks, and you can have $15 million.
8 sacks a game, yeah.
We don't get 8 sacks a season.
Nah. Look, JJ. Nah. Look, legit player, great work ethic. Would I like to have had him in the building 3 years ago, 2 years ago? Hell yeah. Now, nah. Plus, you know what? I have, not for the team that's there, I have an affinity with the city of Houston. I had relatives there and was meant to go to college out there. He loves Houston and Houston loves him. He deserves to retire a Texan. If they put a dirty on him, that is not on. That is not on.
But apparently he's going to be cut. Random change of subject. Paul Berry has a great question for the panel by the look of it.
Paul Berry.
Hong Kong Phooey versus Scooby-Doo. Who would win in a fight?
Where's these comments gone? Really left whilst we were
like I said, this around the league bit, we're going to get out there with some random questions. If there's any questions, I'm going Scooby-Doo right there. He's got the whole cast.
Fuck you on about? Hong Kong Phooey's chopping his ass.
I don't know. I don't think so.
He's got some higher.
I think there was another comment in there. Scooby-Doo is all stoned. If you go to fight someone and they're giggling at you, you're going to go, what? What's going on? Then Shaggy
Hong Kong
comes along.
Phooey is all business.
Less likely to feel pain as well.
Yeah, less likely to feel pain. And then Scrappy-Doo comes in.
Know when he's broken.
Scrappy-Doo comes in to help. Tag team partner.
Now Scrappy-Doo wasn't mentioned. It was just Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I think it's a given. It's like a wrestling match. If your partner's getting beat up, you're going to come and help him.
Genuinely thought we were going to put some kind of legit show together, but
so you're talking Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo is like a it's a 2-for-1 type deal.
They're not a 2-for. You said
Dr. Evil, Mini-Me, Murph, Mini Murph.
You were almost so got this evening, Mitch. You don't know how close you were to getting got this evening. I'll get you though.
I'm lost. What?
Just sorry. There's something Tony said there. It just sparked memory.
Okay, good.
Right. No league news. Not talking Hanna-Barbera.
Top commenter has it nailed on the head.
My golden commenter.
What, this one?
No chance of a legit show with you lot.
I thought we'd keep it legit until not really.
It was going well until irrelevant news, so maybe we should pull the irrelevant news segment.
Yeah, let's go to the chat. Should we pull irrelevant news?
Maybe the intro for the show should just be the Irrelevant Raider show. Just chat bollocks and then go something that's really true and cut to Tony's scene.
And then end the show.
Yeah, just end the show.
Oh dear.
No, why would we do that? We love your singing, Mitch.
Exactly. No singing.
We got anything else? We got
no. Unfortunately, not this week. Wouldn't be me if I didn't do a little plug for Silver and Black UK. If you are not a member, we would love it if you became a member. You would be supporting some fantastic charities as well as bagging some fantastic swag. And then when we have the return of the MMUs, when we get back to normality, we'd love to have you guys at an event and have a good Raiders party. And obviously that enables you a lot more access to various things, discounts, etc. And access to the virtual tailgate, which is available every Sunday, 15 minutes before kickoff. So that you can hop on board and chat shit with us.
It's great. Jump in.
Good giggles. All right, gentlemen.
Ed, #1 comedy show.
No, he called us analysts the other week. He called us analysts.
And we do it in a funny way.
Gotta love it.
I'm also going to disagree with Matt and Paul's comments there. If we had a guaranteed 10-sack game in what's left of our regular season, would you use it this week or save it for Rivers? I'm using it this week. I'm not worried about beating Rivers. We can beat Rivers without 10 sacks.
Yeah, I'll go along with that. I want to.
Let's just beat up Kermit.
Kill Kermit.
In the closing scenes, you've got to bring that cockhead up.
Don't talk about Matt like that.
We were talking about Darla from Roseanne.
We love you, Matt.
What is going on?
What? Darla from Roseanne? No?
What's going on anymore?
Darlene, Darla. Was it Darlene? I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Well,
Right,
you
rock
would be
roll.
because you're way too young to remember Roseanne.
Little baby face Mitch. Right, gentlemen, it has been a blast. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, it has been awesome to have you on board. Thank you again for tuning in. It is so fun getting your views and your inputs. And remember, you can go to silverandblackuk.com/record. Leave us a message. We really want to play it out and get your input. Wherever you are in the globe, you're welcome. And, like and share the comment, subscribe, whatever, smash that bell, tweet it, all those good things.
You can now post stories on Twitter, so there's some irrelevant news.
Well, you can also, if committing to watching the show is not convenient, you can now listen to us on the Spotify's and many other podcast providers, Google Podcasts, etc. Do have us. Just search Silver and with an ampersand blackuk.com. Oh, look at that! Like it was queued up. Genuinely wasn't queued up. Thanks for that, Mitch. Thanks.
Right.
No, it's been a blast. Tony, any closing comments?
Don't forget, if you want to buy a racing pigeon, $1.8 million. Ridiculous. Other than that, let's go kill the fucking frog on Sunday. Monday morning here. Whatever. Anyway, go Raiders.
Let's go. No singing this week. I am very sorry, but Mitchell's karaoke bar is closed for the foreseeable future. I do apologise in advance. Sorry, guys.